Hello everybody! Today we are going to use balloons to make spiders. Let's inflate 4 balloons, leaving about 1 inch flat tails. We are going to use 4 balloons to make 4 pairs of legs. Let's squeeze balloons to get rid of the flat tails. I want the balloons to be soft. We have to fold balloons in half. Half length of the balloon, it is the size of each leg. Let's put 3 balloons together. Hold all 3 balloons in one hand at the center. Twist and lock all bubbles in one move. We have made 6 legs for 3 pairs of legs. Fold leg bubble in half. Let's twist and lock both ends of about 2 inch long bubble right in the middle of the leg bubble. This way we're making some kind of a knee or knee bubble. I work all legs in exactly the same way, making one leg at a time. People have different opinion about how many legs spiders supposed to have. Little children may ask you to make a spider with 2 legs and 2 arms. It's supposed to be a Spider-Man. The real spider is supposed to have 8 legs. So far we have made 6 legs. Let's inflate different color balloon leaving about no more than 2 inch flat tail. We are going to use this balloon to make the body. Let's twist a chain of the first 4 bubbles. We have to make each bubble about 1/4 length of the balloon. In this example I'm making each bubble about 10 inch long. Also I'm going to make the fifth about no more than 2 inch long bubble at the very end of the balloon. The 5th bubble will represent the head of the spider. Let's lock both ends of the chain of the first 4 bubbles in one lock twist. Then we lock both ends of the chain of the 2nd and the 3rd bubbles in one lock twist. At this moment the sculpture looks like number 8. Now we have to place the leg bubbles inside, between bubbles of the body. And then we lock the 5th orange bubble, the head bubble, between the 2nd and the 3rd orange bubbles of the body. Let's fix all bubbles in proper positions. We have to make the sculpture look nice. So far we have made a sculpture of a spider with 6 legs. Here's the side view, the top view, the bottom view, and the front view. We can use the 5th orange bubble as it is to represent the head, or better we lock both ends of the 5th bubble in one lock twist. We can use a permanent black marker to draw the face of the spider. Also we can use a different color balloon to make the eye bubbles. In this example I'm going to use a piece of white balloon to make the eyes. We have to make a chain of 2 soft, about 1 inch long bubbles. I make the eye bubbles very soft. And then we lock all ends of the 2 white bubbles in one lock twist. Now we can cut off the rest of the white balloon, tie off the end. We have made the eye bubbles. Now we have to lock the white eye bubbles between orange bubbles of the body and the 5th orange bubble, the head bubble. Fix eye bubbles on the top of the head bubble. Now I'm going to use a permanent black marker to draw the face, the eyes, nose, smile. If you want you can draw teeth. We have made quite nice looking cute spider. I almost forgot one more thing. We have to attach one more pair of legs. Let's fold the balloon in half. Twist 2 bubbles of the same size. We have made the missing pair of legs. Now we have to force this balloon halfway through the loop between body bubbles in the front part of the body. We can leave this pair of legs as it is, or make it look exactly the same as the other legs of the spider. Fold the leg bubble in half and then twist the knee bubble, locking both ends of the small knee bubble in one lock twist. Congratulations, we have made the spider. Here's the side view, the front view, the bottom view. Sculpture of spiders, very popular decoration during Halloween season. Let's make another spider. I prefer to use Halloween colors to make those sculptures. Black, orange, purple. Let's inflate black balloon leaving about 2-inch flat tail. I'm going to use this balloon to make pretty much the same body. Twist the chain of the first 2 bubbles. Lock both ends of the chain of the first 2 bubbles in one lock twist. Twist the third bubble. Lock both ends of the chain of the last 2 bubbles in one lock twist. Twist the fourth bubble of about the same size, 1/4 length of the balloon. Make sure to leave about no more than 2-inch long fifth bubble at the very end of the balloon. I have already prepared 3 pairs of orange legs for this sculpture. This time I'm going to place the leg bubbles between the fourth and the first 3 black bubbles. Lock the 5th black bubble between the first and the second black bubbles. This way the spider body will have 3 bubbles on the top and only 1 long bubble on the bottom. Now we have to attach the 4th pair of legs between the bubbles of the body in front part of the body. Once again, let's fix all bubbles in proper positions. Don't forget to check the spider must have the same number of legs on both sides. Here's the front view, the side view, the bottom view. In this example, once again, I'm going to use white balloon to make the eye bubbles. Attach the eye bubbles between the head and the bubbles of the body. Now we can use a permanent black marker to draw the eyes. Congratulations again, we have made one more spider. Here's the top view, the front view, the side view, and the bottom view. Let's take one more look on what we have accomplished today. We use the same kind of legs with a bit different bodies to make quite different spiders. It looks like I have time to make one more spider. In this example, I use orange balloon to make the same spider body. We can place the leg bubbles between different number of body bubbles. It would make the sculpture look very different. In this example, I'm going to put leg bubbles between 2 pairs of body bubbles. In this example, I'm going to leave legs as it is without twisting the knee bubble. This way we are making kind of flat sculpture. This kind of sculpture is very suitable as a decoration to hang on a wall. Now I have to attach the front pair of legs. Let's fix all bubbles to make the sculpture look nice. The 5th orange bubble we can leave it as it is. I prefer to make the head more rounded shape. That's why I lock both ends of the 5th orange bubble in one lock twist. In this example I use red balloon to make the eye bubbles. Let's lock the eye bubbles with the 5th orange bubble, the head bubble. Now I'm going to use a permanent black marker to draw the face of the spider. This one is very bloodthirsty spider. Ooh, scary. Congratulations, we have made the spider. If you want, you can fix the legs in different positions. We can bend the leg bubbles. This way we are making the simplest legs with knees. Interesting observation about these sculptures. If you place this sculpture on the ground outdoor, the very light wind will make the sculpture move. It actually makes it very cool. Have fun and happy twisting!